Well, this isn't how I'd like to start the video that's supposed to be about drag racing, but about the Friday after I posted my first video, my turbo actuator decided it wanted to go out. So pretty much the car decided what it wanted next. I tried my best to fix what happened, but the turbo actuator is down here. Here's the little thing that it screws into, and if I come around here, your turbo actuator is that right under the inlet. It's that right there. The rod that connects those fell out. Now, so what I did was I decided car picked what it wanted done next. It wanted a bigger turbo. So I put a EQT Vortex XL turbo on order, coming with a high pressure, a low pressure, because I'm not exactly sure if I want to do MPI on this car. Maybe later I'll do MPI, and maybe we'll go from there. But as you can see, I have a few things taken off at the moment. Car doesn't have its coils. It's getting new plugs. Got the wiring harness somewhat disconnected. I still have it hooked up, so when I do get my turbo in and everything, I'm gonna know where to put everything, because I'm gonna do it in one shot. I'm getting 5-bar map and put sensors. I have my intake taken off at the moment because it's just kind of sitting in the way. I would have gotten charge pipes, but the charge pipes that I wanted are back ordered until April 30th, which really sucks because this car has to make it to a car show first weekend of May. Now, I do have the turbo muffler delete, which, yeah, you can see it. It's right here. Turbo muffler. My hand's in the way, but yeah, it's right there. Now, I have that delete. I'm also thinking about putting a Turbo Smart 50/50 on the car, which would make this a blow-off valve, because I like turbo noises, considering by the fact that this is what's sitting in front of it. And this is your PCV connector, which that was not the technical way it's supposed to come off. I've just pulled my piece out of my inlet piping. But yeah, so what I'm gonna do today, because this was the first thing that came in, was it's getting a front mount intercooler. Now, I know people are saying that, well, the front mounts don't perform as well as stock replacements. But, as stated, I'm going to do what I want to do, and I like the look of front mounts more. And we're going to go with the bi-cooler piping. So we're going to see how this works. So, the car's going to get jacked up, front bumper's going to come off. I'm going to do that off camera, but I will show it when it is installed. I don't think I actually mentioned where the front mount is from. It's from ARM Motorsports, and they have their install guides right here. It actually takes you to all of their install guides. You scroll down, find what part you have. Now, I realize I probably have a few more tools than most people do, but what they're saying you're going to need is a 13mm wrench, a 13mm socket, and then a T30 and a T25 Torx. Now, I have this bit set, Harbor Freight, $100, all of this, great warranty on it too. But I probably do have a few more tools than most of you are going to have. But I'm not really trying to make this a guide, but it is how to install it. I have my impact just in case, have my 1/4-inch extensions, have my drill with my drill bits, just in case I do need to do any drilling. Got the tape measure too. Now, most of my stuff is Milwaukee because I am an actual technician. Like, I work on stuff daily. That's why I have all this. I brought this from my toolbox because I knew what I was going to do today. So, you probably get away with just a 1/4-inch ratchet, a long extension, and as long as you have a 13mm wrench, you should be good. But I have more stuff just in case it turns out to be a bit harder than I think it's going to be. Now, I'm just getting all my stuff laid out. Still haven't got the car jacked up. I think it's better to lay all your stuff out before you start going at it, so then you know where everything is. But it's just how I do it. You can do it any way you want. Alright, here's a little update. It's taking a bit longer than expected. Have it on, have it mounted. Got decent spacing in there. The only thing I did notice though is this cane bent like this one, and this one needed to be just a little bit longer, so I did have to bend this with a hammer. But other than that, it's been a mostly direct fit. I'm getting ready to put the pipes on right now, and that'll be the real true test, because then I'm going to try and fit the bumper, see if everything fits. Because if everything fits like that, then it was mostly a true bolt-on, other than having to hit this bracket right here with a hammer. So as far as I can tell, I don't think they test fit it on an R, which that could be a problem. But it was mostly bolt-on fit. So there's a little update. Got it mounted. We're going to try and fit the piping, and then from there it should be reassembly. So we'll see how it looks once it's all back together. I was able to get the intercooler on. Had to do some cutting to make it fit. Went ahead and made it even on both sides. The instructions they gave stopped becoming useful right around the time that it was clear that they never tried it on an R, even though they said it would fit on one. So that was fun. I'm leaving this off for when I do the other stuff. Don't want to end up breaking that. And had to move my ambient air temperature sensor up to here. I just zip tied it onto this cable for my active cruise control. It was really weird that there was no screws in either of these holes when I pulled the bumper off. But I don't have the screws for it, so they're not going to go back on. And then I was having a bit of trouble trying to get the bumper back on once we had it off. Had to do a bit more cutting there. Was finally able to get it to go. You know, you gotta get your one screw in. Let's see if I can get up in there. You gotta get your one screw in right there. Here on both sides, just so it'll hold. But that's how it looks now, and I think it looks pretty good.